Have my drink while this is going on.
How are you? How are you, Ryan?
I'm motherfucking tired, but I'm good.
That's good.
How are you?
Welcome. I'm good. I feel a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. That's what I feel right now.
right.
Yeah.
What's been up? What's been life?
Um. Shoot. Honestly, everything I asked for, I got.
Mm.
You know, even in like
Okay.
all the chaos, I was like, and I appreciate it. So now I'm like, okay, you gotta do it. Like, there's no
You asked for
excuse.
this. You
So
gotta do
that's
something
where
with it.
I'm at. You know.
Yeah,
How about you? What's up? What
I'm
you
happy to hear that. I think I'm on a similar wave, and I think it's easy to feel like you weren't prepared for it, right? Like you wanted all these things, and then you got them, and now it's like, oh, like now, like really, like
yeah.
um. I think the work I wanted to do, the work I wanted to see is like it's here. And so juggling it has been interesting, like juggling everything in my personal life, right? Like my relationship and um, you know, people dying in real like just gotta say that, you know what I mean? Like COVID related or not. Um, and work and everything. It's been an interesting thing to juggle. But I mean, I'm riding through it and I'm grateful for it all. So
Yes, very much so. I think that's all we can do right now. And it's very interesting to see where it's going and to see who we are actualized.
mhm.
Um, so welcome the people. We are. This is Fantastic Live. Gang gang. Shout out to. My name's Unique. I'm your host, and that
And I'm
is
Rye. I'm normally your DJ, but I'm just here in my person capacity today.
and that's great, and that's always appreciated. You know. Um, so Fantastic is an open mic, so we're kind of changing it up a little bit. We're opening up the floor to anybody that would like to say anything. You could say a piece, you can do whatever you want, honestly, but just opening up the floor for those conversations. We all know we need it. And so I'm gonna play some music, and we're gonna have a writing prompt put up for you all. So like just while we let people come in and we start to fill out what's happening, and just to get your mind flowing. And yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy, and we have some announcements for you all with these new changes. So stay tuned. Still got a place back. Word for my city on the map, because we gonna have a tag. I'll put a little bit back. No, I'm gonna die. No, I won't cry. No, I gotta come on my back. No, I ain't knowing how to act. If I like a big trap, I'll put a little bit black. No, nigga, hated by the cops, and no, I'm gonna lie. Still got a place back. Word for my city on the map, because we gonna have a tag. I'll put a little bit back. No, nigga, got me fucked up. Still So, again, thank you all for coming to Pentastic. This is an open mic, open platform, virtual mic. And we're just opening the floor. You don't have to spit a poem, but you can say how you feel. You can say what you want. It's just a lot, you know. So I want to let one more song play, and if not, then we'll start our announcements, you know. But then again, we're gonna bring back up that writing prompt. Please feel free to write about it. Even if you don't share it, it's still good to think about that. I think that's where we should be going with this. So yeah.
Black man, what did you spend? 30 ghetto broken bottles, never have the upper hand, rubber glass. The sentence of the slave, who passed away, get paid the way, they couldn't look away to live another day. Take the whip, but take the news, the choice is yours to choose. The transatlantic slave train was nothing like a cruise. We was stacked on ships from Cabo, each other beating crews. I'd rather take that all life than over before the blues. Tell the blues, that's another generation. Thought it was still I feel. But you can tell it's telling, drip this pussy on the real. We live in a peculiar situation where they resolve to kill our people. No fighting, no hesitation. It's a shame. These people don't respect our rights, don't respect our life. This betray me of rights, this betray Ron too. You sick and tired of seeing our youth, only even you. Dead 10 on channel 2. Let's go.
So while folks are still coming on in the room, and are still writing, you can keep that low in the background. I just wanted to really quickly say why we felt it was important to have this space, even if it's just for a couple minutes. A lot going on in our lives. We're sure there's a lot going on in your lives. There's a lot going on in life in general. And so we recognize that folks are not in the space to perform. And we don't think folks should be asked to perform right now, but we know that folks have a lot on their hearts that needs to come off. So really, we just wanted to give everybody a space to be able to speak their piece. So we got a prompt for y'all, considering everything that's going on, that you can speak to and let us know in the chat on Facebook or YouTube if you want to speak your piece here on screen with us. You can also just wait and speak your piece that has nothing to do with this prompt in a couple minutes if that's something you'd rather do too. But we just want to hold space for y'all to say what you got to say and feel what you got to feel without anybody's judgment and anybody's really permission. So thank you all for being here. And after we hear from some folks, stay tuned for some announcements. Cut that shit up, Unique.
Period, sis. I'm on my way. So, yeah, we're back. I love you. Thank you. I'm looking to make sure I'm not missing anything. No, catch me if I'm wrong. Okay, perfect. So with that, I wrote. So my change looks like no right or no wrong. All I could write. Because I don't know what the right answer is. And I think that's what that says to me. Like, I'm not sure where we're supposed to go. We haven't experienced some stuff, like this. But I know it's not this, right? But I feel like the common solution comes from all of the different experiences or testimonies or whatever. And so that's what that means to me. No right or no wrong. So yeah.
I'm happy to share as well.
Okay. Where you at? Let me see.
Okay. Just a bunch of lines that don't have anything to do with anything, but my change is what's understood, don't need no explaining. It's black men dancing in the streets their grandpappies built. It's black women defending the powwow circles of their grandmammy's sons. It's ultimate hood shit. It's sipping 40s. Meanwhile, you better ignore me and mine. We don't owe you no explanation. Get in where you fit in and mind your business. Otherwise, my change is a blackout. It's all black everything. It's all black deciding everything. It's not at all traditional. Looks like none of this shit y'all talking about. It's to be respected, but pays no mind to respectability. Politics is maverick. Is not your comfortability or status quo. And that's what I had to say about that. That's me on that.
Period. You hear me? That's all I have to say.
And, I just thought of that on the fly. It wasn't flowery. It wasn't fancy. It was just, how I was feeling. Y'all probably heard me typing away on my keyboard. So sorry about that. But that's what this is about. I mean, I see some folks checking us out on live. If you got something to say, whether it sounds organized or not, you should come say that. There's not many spaces where we get to do this. So please do jump in. Let us know. Join at the link that's in the Facebook comments. Join us backstage.
We love people that's backstage, you know what I'm saying?
Backstage people is my favorite
party,
people.
VIP. Okay. How you be a virtual? No, I don't even know.
Virtually important person.
Period. Yes. Okay. So, one more song or no? What you thinking? How you feeling?
One more could be cool.
By the way, if I'm not mistaken, those was all Milwaukee artists, correct? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Everybody that was played right now is from Milwaukee. So shouts out to the 414.
That first song is about
gang. So can we play another song, DJ?
Hell yeah.
DJ Radea.
To right now. Look at her doing her job.
I'm gonna get y'all some. We going hood shit or we going with the vibe?
We go
absolutely.
Look at
absolutely. You have to follow me up with hood shit. Come on.
Yes.
Y'all get y'all minds ready. Y'all get y'all words ready.
But they go up a little higher.
Okay. All right. Oh, we gonna shout out to Todd. Okay. And it's a pretty decent song.
Every version of herself is someone she don't wanna be. Even though her mind's a dime in the cuts and it runs deep. Her blackouts are like her lover. She clings to them every week. Only efforts to herself. She's a phoenix, so all that break. She don't get tired of looking like pigs. She know this place like this thing ain't a play. She want her money, she treat her like men. Like men that love like they feel like this now. She like to feel like she's living a friend. Like men and trying to let her clown. Everybody, there's a part of
saying.
Yes. Now let's hold on.
Look.
Yes, you see that?
How the kids do it now?
I
Whoa.
love it. Oh,
Is that
okay.
what they
You better
do?
come through. So you gonna come in and say this,
Oh
or you
my
want me to
God.
say it for you? Cause
Or your Twitter fingers just
I think Kovu's ready to jump on.
let's go. You got him right. You gonna introduce him?
Sure. First person of the night coming in to speak their truth and tell us what their change looks like is Kovu. Everybody give some snaps or claps or love for Kovu. How you doing, dear?
I'm good. How you doing? I'm tired.
I'm
actually.
great.
Yeah.
I'm great. It's lovely to see you.
I appreciate this. I had to make sure I come back to the city. I'm actually out in California right now.
Oh, yeah?
I'm from Milwaukee, but yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking time on this side of the state, other
No,
country.
yeah, so I saw the prompt, and I just wrote this real quick to it. So I'm just go ahead and get into it. It said my change. So my change looks like change. You know change, right? The change forgot about. The change that's dusty but still adds up over time. My change be dropped out the pocket of every major movement over the last few decades. My change ain't changed, but it still looks the same. Just a dollar date though. Just a different date though. My change look tired. My change look spent. My change look like it adds up. And you look like you owe me. You didn't took enough money from me, America. Give me my goddamn change back. And that's that. Whoa.
And you vote. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you? That was dope. That was dope. I appreciate you for hitting this virtual mic.
Nah, these is fire. These is needed. If you're doing the same thing out here, these is definitely needed. I actually came to one of y'all events last year. When I was in, I'm very rarely in Milwaukee, but when I do, pull up.
I thank you for coming. I thank you for continuing to show love, and even from far away, sending you all of that. Like,
Yeah, we appreciate you being in the universe.
Yeah, no problem. This hella needed. Like when I was in Milwaukee, we had these, so like this is important. It's hella needed.
Good.
Thank you.
And if you're the only person that spit today, I'm cool with that because at least we gave you your space. But
yeah,
other people can take this space too. We here for y'all. Not really about us. Me and Unique could have, packed it up and laid down the way we feeling, but we know everybody else is feeling the same. So we don't want to deny anybody that opportunity if they need it.
I got some bangers. I'm sure.
Yeah, you want something? You trying to spit something?
I'm talking about music.
Right there, got something to say.
I don't know.
I didn't know she got something to say. She always got something to say. I don't know why she acting like that.
Man, my change be dropped out the pocket of every major moment. What you mean? Did you hear the bars?
I wasn't on screen, but like when he finished, I was screaming.
You know what I'm saying? I was over here like, I forgot my mic. You better,
Right.
Right. You came my way. You better come through.
I'm always here for the extended metaphors. So
yes.
I love it.
So let's see. Let me see. What should I do? Should we wait? There's somebody else?
I think we can go into announcements and, just let folks know that Kovu asked if we got more prompts.
Maybe listen.
We can get you right. I mean, that's the one that Unique had for today, but we can get you right so that whenever you got some minutes in your day, just let us know.
Definitely. Please inbox us. We're very personable, Come chop it up. I would love to help me come up with some writing prompts. I like conversations like that.
Unique, whenever we have in-person Pentastics, Unique is like, what's the prompt? And I'm like, that fry on the floor. Like, I just say some dumb shit.
But we figure it out. And within the 5 minutes, we're like, that works.
I like to think I inspire her with my madness. So,
You do. And you really need it.
What's up with them announcemements?
Now look, we have, like we said, we opened up this floor to anybody and everybody, right? Pentastic is normally an open mic where you come and share your poems or your talent. But in, I want to say 2016, there's a project started called the Soapbox, and it was set up after the uprising. That's what I'm gonna call it. After the Seville Smith situation, and it was right next to the gas station, and gave people a chance to like kind of mourn together, but also like to talk about some stuff, to address some issues. It was a very much so a safe space. There was stories hung up of people from around Milwaukee. And the soapbox ended up popping up a couple different places after that. And it's just a box that says soap that creates a safe platform for you to speak your truth, you know, and for everybody to be heard. Because yes, everything, all of this is so purposeful, especially where we're at. There's a lot, like I said, of things that we don't know, you know, but that's how it starts. It starts by us actually hopping on our soapbox and starting these conversations that are uncomfortable, but they create change, you know, and in chaos comes that community that we need. So now it's time for us to move on to the next couple of steps of what those solutions look like, right? So we will be popping up with the soapbox on Juneteenth. It's already been around at a couple marches. You haven't seen me yet, but we'll be popping up on Juneteenth because, of course, that's our holiday. And we're gonna be on MLK at 12 o'clock. The soapbox will be set up for you to talk your stuff if you want to. But at 1 o'clock also, I will be spitting, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of other Black as AF stuff there, you know. Just making sure that we keep our culture, we keep rotating our dollars, we keep our community, we keep that love spread in this time. And it's going to be a sit-in, you know. So please bring your chairs and come get this loving, because it's going to be amazing talent and amazing people just in that space. And then after that, literally right after that, you can catch me at the Black Women Emancipation March. It's going to be at a couple different locations. Let me make sure I get these right. I took a picture. That's what I was doing. That's why my head was down. So
I know they're starting at the Sojourner Peace Center, right?
yes, right. And that starts at 1:30. I will be there with the soapbox. And then 2 to 4 is the peaceful protest. So that is I will be there with the soapbox, and then Alice Garden at 4 to 7, and that's always a dope spot. If you haven't been, it's definitely a community vibe, and Venus is an amazing woman to even
Black Party about to be lit.
You hear me? So and it's like I said, it's our time to celebrate us, you know. So it's very beautiful to see even all the young people and all the people in general doing the work that they are, but to see the young people putting forth our movement and saying that this is what we stand for and what we want, and using our voices. So shouts out to the people that put these together, because they were all amazing young black women, and I love that. So
can I just say real quick about both of these events? Like, I just want to shout out Khalil and the fam for organizing the sit-in. Not only have they been, I believe it was Khalil and some other folks whose names I can't think of right now, but like they've been instrumental in keeping the protest going. And there's just so much like context about this, like about Milwaukee, that people forget. So like whenever I can, I stress that, like, people forget that in 67, like Black folks and other folks were marching for 200 days for fair housing because Black folks didn't, or white folks didn't want us on the South Side at that time. And we marched for literally 200 days. And Khalil and other folks and his team and Beyond and Vaughn and all of them are Hoping to keep that going, and if not, reach that date, reach that count of days that we march, exceed that. And I just appreciate that they're keeping the energy going, right? And I also 100% respect the fact that, you know, even though Juneteenth was technically canceled because of COVID, which is like primarily killing us. So like, if anybody has a right to do whatever the fuck they want in this time, it's us, right? Like, we deserve this joy because it's us that are fucking dying mostly. So I appreciate that they were all like, fuck this, we're gonna do a sit-in and we're gonna celebrate our day. I don't really give a fuck what you're talking about. Like, that's exactly how the day should have went. I also have so much respect for, I believe one of the organizers is Della, and Lauren B., who I know is organizing the Black Women's Emancipation March, and the Block Party at Alice's Garden, and the speaking portion prior to the march, because Black women are key and instrumental in this movement, and have to fight to not feel erased in this movement, sometimes even by Black men, if not by non-Black folks. And so I just appreciate that both of these spaces were created for us, by us. The by us is especially important because, you know, there are a lot of marches happening, and I feel like the ones that get talked about in the media or the ones that get promoted the most are not created for us, by us. So I just want to say, like, thank y'all, like, in a public forum. Thanks to the organizers of those events. And if I miss folks' names, like I know I did, I'm so sorry. But I had to appreciate the space that was created for us, by us, when the disease is killing us, when us are mostly being left out of jobs and opportunities, because, you know, businesses are being closed. When us every day have to worry about dying at the hands of police, have to worry about not having a roof over our heads, and paying our rent is difficult in this time. Like, there's so much that we have to think about right now. And we deserve a time to celebrate ourselves and love on ourselves and love on each other. And we deserve, if anybody, to say, fuck it, I'm gonna show up with my people in droves. I don't really care about how you feel about that. Like, if you have a problem with that, then stay home. The event is not for you. So just thank you for all the organizers who put together both the sit-in and the Black Women's Emancipation March. I'm looking forward to both. I'm gonna be live in both. So I will see y'all there, and that's that. That's me on that.
I also want to kind of piggyback off what you said. With everything that is happening, again, that's why we're trying to, or I want to stress the fact of the soapbox, is to have these conversations, because there's a lot that gets misconstrued in the bigger picture, you know, and we all, in order for us to really get what we want out of this, we all have to address that within our community and outside of our community, you know, and this is what that looks like. So I thank y'all for joining us. I thank Kuvu, how do I say it? Correct me.
Pretty sure it's Kovu, but he can correct me if I'm wrong. There you go. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kovu.
It's Kovu, you're right.
It's Kovu, okay. Thank you for hitting our virtual mic. And I want to thank everybody that tuned in with us, you know.
Kovu wants to share another piece. He got some extra for us.
All right, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
Our special guest host, Kovu.
It's not finished or nothing like that, but I just had something I want to try out, see how it sound out loud. And it's in response to all the shit that's been going over the past week or so, because out here in Cali, we've been turning this motherfucker up because we kind of just over the deaths. Like, they just hung a pregnant Black woman, and Florida just hung 2 Black dudes out here and a Spanish dude. And we putting pressure on the city council because these people work for us, and they don't understand that they work for us until we get in the mass and prove that they work for us. That's pressuring them in the booths, pressuring them at the place of business, calling in because COVID-19. We're doing hosting protests to where everybody literally just calling in and making them stay for hours and hours and hours until demands get met because they want to give police millions of dollars of more funds instead of education, shit like that. So seeing those videos, that's why I wrote this. It goes, I've been social distancing from social media Instead of 6 feet, I'm keeping 6 inches from my phone. Seems every time I pick it up and scroll, I see Black people online preparing to follow the rules, preparing to be the good citizens no one believes they can be, upholding the law while laying down, preparing for social distancing, almost ready to keep themselves 6 feet deep. See the good Negro following the rules, being where he or she should be. No justice needed when they die. I mean, comply to the law. The unspoken one, the one that founded this country, the one that if you don't know, you need to question your circle of friends and what you decide to expose yourself to. It is your ignorance that upholds it. It's the one that has me social distancing myself from social media, from picking up my phone, from seeing all the Black people online preparing to follow the rules, the good Negroes, the ones being the kind of citizens Americans believe they should be, distant from society, permanently. Keep 6 inches from my phone because I am no model citizen. I may have served this country, but make no mistake on whom I would protect and serve me. I may have served this country, but I make no mistake on whom will protect and serve me. Give my mother a folded flag attached, drenched in my blood, and tell her I was the kind of citizen America needed. I keep 6 inches from my phone because I'm damn tired of seeing videos of well-enslaved, well-behaved, and the anarchy in my blood makes me, and it stops right there. And the anarchy in my blood makes me wonder that if I act, my mother may become it's died. My phone died. So there's that. That's in the field.
That was solid.
Yeah.
I needed to hear that. Thank you for that.
But yeah, I'm just tell y'all, look, I know Milwaukee is the most segregated major city in America. You don't know that. That's been proven. Most segregated major city in America. Over 87% live below the poverty line on fucking on the north side. And that's how I was with that. Look, it's so many of us out here. I'm telling you, like I didn't realize how many of us was there until I left Milwaukee. There's so many of us there that just don't know that y'all can really put the pressure on these people. Like really put the pressure on these people. That's like in the boost. It's like getting aldermen and all that stuff. Y'all got it. So many of us out there, and I appreciate y'all holding this space because these spaces is where revolutions and movements get born. Truth be told. I gotta go. I want to make sure I pop in and show y'all some love, and I'm gonna try to check in every time y'all do these on Wednesdays.
But all my love, couple. Thank you so much.
Take care.
I love your background too.
His.
Period. Yes. So yes, once again, we would love to catch you on Juneteenth, on MLK at the sit-in and or at the the Black Women Emancipation March, at any of those.
Black Party.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So please come catch these vibes, come talk your and show some love. I love you. This has been dope. Yeah. I'd love to see you guys. Oh, let me finish this also. Pentastic is going to take a little break. We're going to be we're going to be doing the soapbox season for the summer. SSS, get it? But, yeah. So, but we're gonna bring that back just to create again that safe space because that's what's needed right now. And the soapbox can pop up anywhere, so keep a lookout for us.
Anybody can get up on the box and get it off their chest.
You hear me? Anybody. So
anybody.
Love you guys. We're out.
Have a good night, y'all. Be safe.